Val Anaya in the studio, and we're going to get started with Denise and Val here on Rio Grande Valley Radio. Good morning, Denise and Val. Welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you, Reese. I'm here with a very old friend of mine. In fact, there's a history here. My wife Gloria lived very close to DC, and they were playmates growing up, living on Ivy Street and Honeysuckle, and meeting over at Miss Coffee's tennis court to ride bikes and go roller skating and stuff. So I know that DC has a lot of history, like myself with Socorro. Can you introduce yourself, please, ma'am?
I am Denise Contreras. I've been an educator for 23 years between the Socorro Consolidated Schools, but now I am an educator through New Mexico Tech, and I do a college success program here at Socorro High School, which is part of our Upper Bound Math and Science program through New Mexico Tech. So I have been the privilege to be with these students for the past 3 years.
Wow, that's cool. So what explain a little bit about what Upward Bound's all about.
So Upper Bound is a class here at Socorro High School, which we have the privilege, because a lot of Upper Bound Math and Science programs are an after-school program. And Socorro has it here in the classroom. And in our classroom, we do tutoring for the students so that they keep a GPA of a 2.5 and above. We offer help in scholarships, FAFSA, what else? We do so much stuff. We do STEM programs. We're also involved in TRIO, MESA competitions. Matter of fact, we're getting ready for our MESA competition. So we have a couple of our kids here from MESA. We cater mainly to low-income families or first-generation families. So this program is really based on getting into this program through those two criterias.
So first generation families are those that have the student is the first generation to be born in the United States. Am I correct?
Actually, it's the first generation of student that is going to graduate from college.
Oh, wow.
So they would be their first in their family to go to college and graduate from college, because that's our main focus. Our main focus with Upper Bound Math and Science is for them to find a passion in a career that they would like to do, and my job is to make sure that they're taking all the classes that they need, get all the help they need, get all the financial aid, picking their colleges. We take them to various colleges all around New Mexico. We're actually getting ready to take them to a college in Orlando, Florida. And so they get to experience out-of-state places. Some of these ones have gone to New York. They can talk to you about where they went through this program. And so in this program, they're able to experience colleges that they've never been able to go, and maybe a place where they would want to study at that time. So we give them that opportunity to explore the different colleges around pretty much around the United States.
And how much does this cost for?
For the student, it is zero. They pay nothing into this program. Actually, they get paid to be in this program. The Florida trip that we're getting ready to go, everything was paid through. It is actually paid through a grant. Okay, so the grant, that's why we have like the TRIO, the MESA, the COEs. It's a combination of, and through the state, it's a combination of all this funding that they get through the program. And then we use it towards them for taking them to various colleges and then getting them the help. We have 2 tutors right now that come to my class that help them with their studies to make sure that their academics stay up. They also can call our tutors if it's after hours. Like I know I have some here that have sports. They're welcome to call them after hours, make an appointment. Just like if you were in college, if you get with your TAs, they can probably make arrangements to work with you at the library or call. And so ours are the same way. They're college students. They will work around our students in order for them to get any help that they need.
How many students do you have enrolled in?
So we have 39 in the class right now, but there are 41 enrolled. So I have some which are called the after-school program ones. So I still keep in contact with them. We do have various workshops, like we'll have FAFSA workshops, we'll have scholarship workshops. We have different workshops. These guys are lucky; they get the workshops in class, and they also get colleges recruiting that comes to the class, my after-school ones, we have to kind of make arrangements for them, but they're still in program too. So we have 41 active upper bound math and science students.
And is there a waiting list?
Yes, there is. Because we have to take first gen and low income first, and then the other ones can come in right after that.
And do you have a maximum on how many you could
Yes,
service at a
we
time?
have a maximum, I think, of 60 students that we're allowed to
So with 41, there's 19 spots
we
open
have
right
19
now?
spots, and guess what we just been doing? I've had Erin and Mia out at the middle schools in Cottonwood, and we've been recruiting all week long. So we've been recruiting students. So right now we had 50 signups, and we've had one application returned, because there is an application process that comes with all this.
Well, that's pretty cool to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna have Denise pass the microphone over to Rose, who's right here on my left side. And I know we talked to the instructor here, but Rose actually has more experience with Upward Bound than even Mrs. Contreras here, because she's been doing Upward Bound since her 8th grade year, you said?
My eighth grade summer before freshman year.
Before freshman year, and now you're a senior.
Yes, sir.
So tell me a little bit about your experience, Rose, with Upward Bound.
It really helps. It offers a lot of opportunities for you. It takes you on so many experiences in your life. Like the summer that I did do the whole, what is it called? Like the summer camp kind of thing? Yeah, whenever I did it, we got to go on a road trip to California. We did tour a lot of colleges throughout being there. One that really stuck with me was ASU. Like their campus was beautiful. And even though you're strictly there for touring colleges and like getting that opportunity to know that you can go here, they do take you out to eat, take you to do like fun things. Like when we went to California, we went to Universal Studios. So they do give you those experiences in life. The tutoring helps a ton. Like I'm enrolled in a college math class, and the tutors helped throughout most of it. Even like my freshman and my sophomore years, like I was always in the after school tutoring classes, just getting help with science or whatever I needed help with at the time. The recruits coming down, it really opened your eyes to know that you can do this. Like you're not by yourself. And it's just a lot of fun experiences. Like it opened your eyes a lot.
And I think it's important to stress what you told me earlier, is that through Upward Bound, you got to meet the recruits face to face instead of in a group dynamic. So I think that is very important when you get FaceTime with recruits. How was that experience for you?
I really enjoyed that just because I'm more of like a hands-on kind of person. Like I need that one-on-one. So when they're in the classroom and you have a question about the application or a question on how they like the campus that they're at, like you're able to ask that without feeling so small, rather than when you're in a larger group of people and you ask a question, you get that one person who looks at you like, why are you asking that? Rather than when you're in a smaller group, like you can ask that and everyone's interested in what they have to say.
And so you have made up your mind which college you're going to. You kind of made up your mind the career choice you want to pursue. Can you talk about that a little bit?
So I applied at UNM early decision. I got accepted. I actually have to sign up for the orientation and everything still. And they offered me their Woodward scholarship, which will cover $3,000 a semester. And that's not including the scholarships that I applied for already. And so that's going to help me a lot, especially going for my BSN, and that's the Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. So that's what I plan to do.
And it's interesting, you were telling me that you want to go help in communities that have people that are less fortunate
Yes.
and can't find good health care. And I think that's pretty awesome to take on or want to take on something that difficult, I think, in my mind. So, well, congratulations. And you visited ASU, that's Arizona State University. I went to school at PIT, Phoenix Institute of Technology, and I got an associate's degree there, but I used to go do all my studying at the library at ASU back in 1986, okay? So you guys were real little in 1986, right? Your parents were probably real little in 1986, okay? So thank you, Rose. And the next guest I have, and I'm gonna have Rose pass the microphone over to Reina. And I know Reina Alvarado, she was in my confirmation class at church last year, right?
Yes.
And I've known her parents for a long, long time. I played softball with her dad. And Reina's in 11th grade.
Yes.
And can you tell us how long you've been part of Upward Bound, Reina?
I've also, the same as Rose, I've been in Upward Bound since going into my freshman year that summer. I went to how Rose said, the summer camp, and it was really fun because I got to meet new people. I got to make friends, which honestly I have never done because I haven't left Socorro. Well, I have left Socorro, but not to make any friends and do new experiences. I have also, the classes that you take during the summer camp will help you a lot during your actual school season. Like, for example, in math, I didn't know a lot about geometry, and it helped me because I got a little bit of a head start while the other kids were kind of struggling, and I was like, I already know this, like, because I learned it during the summer.
So summer camp isn't just going to Disneyland and Universal Studios and the beach and playing. You actually do some good workshops and classes then.
Yeah, summer camp, like the classes you're gonna take that year, you'll take it for, I think it's a month, and you stay in the college from Monday through Friday, and you sleep there, and you could room with your friend, room with a buddy. And I think it's like from 8 to 3 you'll take classes, and then after that they'll have like the RAs, the ones that are taking care of you, will have activities where you could like play volleyball, do like play games, watch a movie, something, so you will be entertained and will be fun. And then after that they will have like an opportunity to go somewhere, which one year they went to New York. I went to Colorado twice to go see the School of Mines, and then Pueblo and Durango and all those little ones. And as Rose said, there was also, after the college tours, we would go to fun activities, like we went whitewater rafting, and we were just walking also.
How was whitewater rafting?
It was really fun. It was the first time I've ever went. I never knew that there was whitewater rafting, and it was really fun to just experience that, and with your friends is even better.
So you're in 11th grade. Have you made a decision in what kind of career choice or college you want to attend?
Well, Upward Bound has like changed my decision so many times because I've seen new people come in, and the recruiters, they want you to go. So then they make it so much easier for you and say, this is what you need to get into our college. And I'm like, I want to go to that. And then another one comes in and they're like, this is how much you have to pay and this is what you need. And I'm like, it looks so pretty, I want to go. And I just, right now, I wanted to go out of state first, and now I want to stay in state because it's so close to my family, and I actually thought about it. But in my career, I am balancing through two. I don't know which one I want to do yet. but I want to
Which
stay
two?
in state. I want to be an immigration lawyer, but at the same time, I also want to do something with money and business. So, yeah.
Well, sounds like you might be able to do both.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Anything else, Reina, you want to add?
I would just like to say that this is a really good program that has helped me with a lot. Even like the summer program, you get away from your parents and it'll prepare you for whenever you go to college and you're away from your parents. And it'll also prepare you for things like an SAT test and an ACT test where you get to study. And through all that, you get paid. And you could save that for college. That's what I've been doing.
Good for you. Okay, my next guest is Isel, and she's in 10th grade.
Yes.
And how long have you been doing Upward Bound, Isel?
I've been in this program for 2 years after.
Can you speak up, Isel, so that we can hear you?
I've been in this program for 2 years after my freshman year of the summer, and this really helped me a lot with my math. I've been struggling, and now I love math, which is really odd for me. And I think this opportunity has opened my eyes into going to college. I never thought about going to college until I joined this program, and it really settled my mind on actually going.
So what are you thinking? Have you visited with any colleges yet?
I have. Last year we went to San Antonio, Texas, and you visit St. Mary's University, which I fell in love in with their business school. And that school is really great opportunity for Latinos, especially if you're a female. You already have a few scholarships already lined up for you if you do get accepted. And their business school is actually one of the top schools in that county, and I really enjoyed it.
That's cool. Well, my wife, Gloria, has a master's degree in business administration. So maybe I can hook you up with her and you can have
That'd be
a
great.
chat or two. So, my next guest is Erin. And Erin is the youngest of my 4 guests here today. And you're a freshman, right?
Yes.
Erin? And when did you start Upward Bound?
I started last summer.
Last summer? And so far, what has been your best experience with Upward Bound?
Well, my experience with Upward Bound has really helped me with my academics. Like, I hated math originally, but now I love it, now that I actually have the help I need from it. And I got to meet a lot more people that I wouldn't have met outside of school.
So I know you're only a freshman, but do you have any ideas what kind of career you'd want to pursue?
I know that I want to go into something medical, but I don't know what yet. But in the Upward Bound class, that's what we prepare for.
And that's good. So you plan to continue with Upward Bound all the way through your senior year, you think?
Yes.
And why do you think Upward Bound is such a good program?
Well, you get paid to do the classes, attend the summer program, and I also think that Upward Bound helps you because it helps you with your academics. You have on-site tutoring. The tutors will go to your class if you need them to. Take the notes and then help you.
And one of the things I'm seeing with these 4 especially is that it's giving you an opportunity to talk about what you want to be, what you want to do, and a path on how to get there. I know just sitting in front of a camera can be hard to talk about, but you guys have done really good here so far today. And I think that more opportunities like this helps you to talk about the program, but to talk about yourselves and your plans for the future. So I really applaud all 4 of you for being with us today. I want to go through a little bit more about this program. I was looking at my notes here, and one of the things that the girls brought up is they get paid. So if I can get the microphone back, or you know what? Back here with Denise. Sorry about that, please. So talk about, Denise, if you would, a little bit about how they're getting paid and what are they getting paid for?
So the program, we have a rubric that we follow for our program. So attending the class, they get like from a 1 to 4 of how they're doing in class. So it's getting their assignments and it's participation, community service, if they're doing any kind of community service in our, in Socorro, whatever it is. And during the summertime, they get hours for attending the summer program, whether they did a half, full-time or a half a time. And it's not really an hourly base. It would be like, depending on how much the program has as far as the funding, because it's based on a grant. So sometimes we have money that needs to be used up. So it's like, okay, we can do this workshop and we can pay them $10 to go to this workshop. So if they come to this workshop, they'll actually get paid $10 to come. And the workshop could be 30 minutes or it could be an hour long, and they'll get their $10. During the class time, on the rubric, we put it in the system, and the system kind of calculates their grades, their GPA, and then it'll say this is how much they earned. So we actually have it on a database system, and we just plug in our numbers, and the database is the one that says, okay, you earned this much money.
And when did they get paid?
They get paid, and like in the summertime, they get paid like about almost 2 or 3 months right after the summer when we start calculating. Then they'll get a paid for the semester. So they get like, I think, 3 paychecks a year.
So that could add up pretty good then.
Oh yeah, we've had kids that have made like $600.
Wow, that's neat.
I think that's the biggest one I've seen for this time around. So, and like our bridge, because we have a bridge program that's part of this program too. And the bridge program during the summertime, it's our seniors that have graduated. This program pays for their credit hours during the summertime. They still attend and sleep there at the college. This year they got some MacBooks because of COVID, and they needed to have a computer. They received that, and they still got paid pretty much to do the bridge program. So we have a bridge program that's connected to this program that helps them out through their college years.
Well,
And that's usually mainly for New Mexico Tech. You need to be in the New Mexico Tech. The bridge is mainly for New Mexico Tech students, or our students that want to go to New Mexico Tech.
Are any of you considering New Mexico Tech?
They change. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
If you look around my room, I have a bunch of big old Post-it notes, and one of them is, "What is your passion?" So it is trying to get them ready. What do you want to do? What do you get lost in your day that you lose track of time? That's where we need to set you out. We do goal setting once a month, and that way they can make sure that if their goal is to do 10 scholarships that month, they're going to make sure we get those. And if their goal is to get their FAFSA done that month, we work on FAFSA. So we do goal setting every month. And if you can see all of my little Post-it notes. We're always asking the kids all kinds of questions, making them think about their opportunities and it's okay to change your dream goal, because that's another one is like, what is your dream goal? Some of them are like, I want to be a millionaire. Okay, well, how are you going to get there,
Yep.
Some of them are like, I just want to get to college. Well, okay, but still, if you want to go to college, you still need to have a major and a minor. So what is that passion? Let's go back to that passion. Let's talk about that passion. What do you really want to do when you get out of here? And I still have some seniors that do not know what their passion is. It's okay. It's okay. I've changed mine too.
Absolutely, and my own history, I graduated high school 40 years ago, and I've probably had 20 or 30 different jobs since then, and I like them all. And I've learned to do a lot of different things, but one of the things I never thought I'd be doing is this with Reese, but it's been one of my funnest things. You have a Saturday program. It says here Saturday sessions. What are
Okay,
Saturday
so
sessions about?
mainly our Saturday sessions are out in Albuquerque because this program is, we have this Socorro session and then we have an Albuquerque. Albuquerque group is mainly done on Saturday sessions, an after-school program. We have Saturday sessions, not as many as Albuquerque because since they are an after-school program. So our Saturday sessions would be like a FAFSA workshop. It would be an ACT workshop. And these guys had the opportunity to take that ACT during the summer program. But sometimes if we have the extra funding money, we could do it during a Saturday. It could be a Saturday workshop where they're just having tutoring. It could be a variety. A lot of our workshops really on Saturdays focuses on our students. So even our arts party that we just did would be considered a community service, and it would be a workshop because they actually ran a station or they helped out. So it's a learning experience for them.
And our parties can be chaotic. I've done a number of those. So,
This one was very slow this year because people are just trying to get back out.
Well, and you know, one of the things that I saw in the Saturday sessions is it talks about financial literacy workshops. And back in 2015, I worked for the state treasurer's office, and I was teaching financial literacy to high school students through that office. And I think that that's one of the most important components that's being left out of education for high school kids is how do I calculate interest? What's a good interest rate to buy a car? You know, how do I save money in the bank? You know, and things like that. And I'm glad to see that programs like that are offered in this class period because it actually teaches us life skills that some of us adults aren't very good at. So.
And yes, and we even have that in class.
Good.
We get to do the financial lit class, and we usually doing that towards the year. And we also do a resume and interview workshop. And like I said, these guys have the opportunity because we do it in class, but we try to do some for the ones that are our after-school programs, and we try to offer them to them on Saturdays too. So that's mainly for like our after-school program kids. So I try to get back with them, check to see what they need, and then we'll offer those workshops on a Saturday or whatever best for them.
So then we're winding down in time. I know we want to bring awareness to the community about Upward Bound. So tell me a little bit about when the recruiting effort starts. Is it too late to recruit or sign up now? What is your feelings on that?
Well, we're hitting it perfect because Erin and Mia, we've been out, matter of fact, all last week at Cottonwood Valley Charter School and Socorro Middle School. We've been there every single day. We've hit all the 8th graders. So we've been to there, and they presented our slide presentation to our 8th graders. So applications have been out. So parents, if you haven't got anything from your student, we have given out letters and we have given out applications. Our next parent session at the middle school is February the 25th, right? Is that the 25th at 5:30 at the, I'm right, February 25th in the library at the middle school. So if parents want to know more about the program, they're welcome to come. We even have an application that is online that they can always send us an email, and I can email it to them. It's an online application. We have paper copies, so anybody that's interested, it is a process. There is a lot of work that goes into it because there is questions that the student has to write about. So I think there's 5 different questions they can pick from of why they want to be in the program. They need to have recommendation letters from their middle school teachers of how they are as a student in the middle school, and they are interviewed. So once all this process has taken place, after we're done, we make sure that they follow the criteria, and then we do an interview. So the interview can be in person. We've done them through the phone, and we've done them through Zoom because of COVID that we're dealing with right now, whatever makes.
We always have to think of COVID.
Yeah, so we are making sure that we can have it open to however the student wants to. We even have a student right now that is not that is a student but not a student because she's all online, and she's still part of the program.
So even if you do homeschooling or online schooling, you can still partake in this program here?
Yes.
I was going to ask that, so.
Yes, and they still have the tutoring available to them. They still have me if they need any questions. If there's certain workshops that the parents need, we're willing to make sure that they get those workshops too.
Well, I think this has been one of the best kept secrets in Socorro, and we're wanting to make it not a secret anymore. And Rose is going to be leaving because she's got to go to work. So we'll see you later, Rose. Thank you so much. And hopefully everybody out there can hear this, see the interviews. If you have any questions, we'll be posting on our website the contact information that you'll need to get a hold of Denise here at the school. And I'm very glad that Denise is kind of the coordinator here, because I know how much you care and how much you work for our kids in our community. So I think this is going to take some upward leaps and bounds. And Reese, you have anything you want to ask Denise, or anything you want to add?
Val, you've done a great job here with the interview with Denise and all the students. So we really want to thank the students for all their time here. I also just want to say New Mexico Tech, part of their teachers also get paid to come help too. So it's a really good program, beneficial. I think you did a great job. I think it's something the community needs to know about. Denise has a video that we're going to be attaching to this at the end. And we'll put that up on our Facebook. We didn't get it this time, but we'll get it next time. So yeah, stay tuned to Facebook. Look for our RioGrandeValleyRadio.com page. We'll be posting the video up there and all the contact information you need so you can find it on the web. Again, that's Rio Grande with an E, valleyradio.com. And thank you both for a great interview, and thanks to all the students for coming. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you guys. You're wonderful.
Good job, guys. And it's only a... Are we still on?
Yeah, we're still on. I didn't get your email, so
Oh, I did send it to you.
don't worry about it. It's probably something we'll do it later.
Alrighty. Well, thank you all for listening in. We'll leave this up there for you guys to see it during the week. And if you see any of our kids, you could ask them about the program. They'll be happy to talk to you about it. Or if you want to get a hold of DC, myself as well. And everybody have a great weekend.